What's up, y'all? Barrie Buckner here, CEO of GTMA and EvernodeAI. I'm here at NAA, and I'm standing next to the lovely, the magnificent, the one and only Dana Pate.
Who, me?
Yes, of Stitched Marketing. So we're here at NAA.
We are.
Is there anything cool, any big takeaway that you think you found so far since you've been here?
Yeah, the biggest thing I'm picking up this year that's different from other years is that the line between marketing and operations has completely disappeared. What used to be a marketing-specific problem and that marketing departments would solve is now impacted by operations, it's impacted by technology, software, accounting. So I'm going into these sessions and all of those teams are sitting together. Whereas in the olden days, I was here representing marketing, I would go on the marketing track and I would sit in those specific sessions, and technology would do the same. Now it's very much a collaborative experience. It's a big group project to every problem that we solve, which is fun, but also, you know, just a different way of doing things.
Since we've been talking a long time about centralization, right? Feels like we're really finally coming more and more into that, where it's
everyone's at the same table at least. So we've gotten that part solved.
Slowly but surely
Slowly but surely, now people are getting the invites to the meetings that they should have been getting.
That's right, 100%, I get that. All right, well, so you have been a consultant and you have also been on the operator side, but right now, Stitched Marketing is consulting, and you have had the opportunity to go into lots of different operators, organizations. Is there a consistent pain point that you see operators are dealing with?
I love that you use the word consistent because that's the pain point. It's consistency with their data sets, with their performance, with their team members and training. And from a data perspective, especially on the marketing side with analytics, it's not only, you know, having all of the information, because you've heard the problem. There's so many different dashboards and reporting tools and every new vendor. I mean, look at the trade show floor, right? There's a new technology for everything, but a lot of those points don't add up. So 1 + 1 = 3 on half of the projects that I get brought in on. And so untangling that information and figuring out what is the source of truth is challenge number one. And then making sure, okay, now that we have that source of truth, how do we consistently receive that information so every month we're not regenerating the same problem? And then what do we do with it? And that's been the most rewarding and fun part, because I help normalize a lot of that information, but then it's the next step of what can we glean insights from with all this information that we have that can actually improve a portfolio's performance.
You got to tell me, is there any specific marketing tactic within our industry that you think it's time to say goodbye to that marketing
something
tactic?
that gives me the ick.
Yes.
I at Stitch do a lot of property audits, and so I always start with where the prospect is. So I look at search, I look at site. If I see one more stock photo of a happy family frolicking through an open green field with their golden retriever, I am gonna throw up. Like, I can't. We're trying to convey a lifestyle, we're trying to get the vibe. But there's so many cost-effective or influencers that we can use, our on-site teams, to get real photos of real people and real teams in the real environment. People don't want to be sold a fake, you know, stock family photo. And then I go to a competitor's site and I see the same one. I was like, So you need to really differentiate in that respect. Using real people and real photos, I mean, that's a trend across industries.
So similarly, on the opposite side of that, are there marketing tactics or trends that you think going into 2027 really for budget season that operators just can't ignore and they need to make sure they lean into and pay attention to?
Easy one is discoverability. I think we talk a lot about search and AI and how those implications impact the prospects becoming leads, becoming move-ins. But thinking about the way, again, that we search for things. It's not just apartments near me. It's, you know, hey, I'm uploading my social media presence to Claude and I'm telling you all the things that I like and dislike. Now I want you to recommend. So we're engaging with these AI, you know, super agents, and we're asking for recommendations like we would a friend. And so making sure that your teams understand what that means, what content needs to be updated, how that's changed over time, but also finding the right partners that can support you, because not everyone's an expert at this, and we're all just kind of figuring it out together.
In your experience with us, what's one thing that you could say makes us stand out amongst the crowd?
I say that there's a couple of things. I'll start with you and your team. Things are going to break. Things we need to innovate, we need to constantly be learning together, and so making sure you have the right people in the right seats to help support you, especially if you're a smaller team and you need to lean on your vendor partners as a resource. Second, I would say that I love how the Evernode platform and GTMA in general, you don't just provide insights, you provide resources and solutions, because there's always that gap with some of these guys on the trade show floor where it's like, you're showing me a dashboard that highlights the problem that I have, but you're not telling me how to fix it. And I love that you guys go the extra step where it's not just intention, but it's also execution.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for chatting
Of
with me.
course.
You are amazing. I always love bumping into you at
Stop.
these. Check out Dana. She's a rock star. Follow her on LinkedIn. She's amazing. All right. I'll see you soon.
Thanks
Bye.
so much.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.